So I definitely recommend the same to people. Like, learn how to make small things first before you take on the task of making a freaking server. Dang it. What's good? It's Malik Childish, lover of all simulation games, RPG games. Something I've played for years has been Roblox. I have been on and off Roblox for at least 10 years of my life by now. There's so many good games on here. Something that's always been in the back of my mind is I wish that I could make my own. So I went to the drawing board. What could I do that could be an actual game but could have community involvement? Because I wouldn't have made it this far without my community. So that led to the first map I could think of. I kind of wanted to do a life simulation mixed with an RPG element. The RPG element will add fighting, I don't know, leveling up. So the first part of that was building out the first map. I literally opened up Procreate on my iPad and just drew a map out. You gotta have your city hall, office, store. What I see looking at this is literally a Minecraft style map. Anytime me and my friends would start a Minecraft server, we would go through this similar type of build of you need a city hall, you need offices, you need stores, you need a park. And what I think makes this even better is the road that can continue off. This is just a first part. I even say version 1 up here. This is just where I want to get started. So I made the graphics, I made the profile photo. Now it's like, what the heck do I do now? How do you even make a Roblox server? But the next thing I did was basically write out what I wanted to accomplish in the near future. I can't make a finished game within a few months. As you can see, I posted this in March. It is December now. This is not an easy task to do. You have to plan out these things and you have to know how to do it. So I wrote out, I want an inventory system where you could pick up and drop items. Yes, Roblox has its own inventory system, but I wanted to make my own. Money. I feel like every RPG has some sort of currency. Store system to buy clothing and accessories. I mean, we have a store on the map, so you got to have a way to purchase and buy items. A traveling vehicle. I don't think this will be a car starting out. Honestly, for the fact that this is literally just one road right now, so we don't need to travel long distances at the moment. I could see cars maybe coming down the line, but I'm thinking scooters, skateboards, hoverboards, things that are small and can travel around the city, not only on roads, but sidewalks as well. What I think is going to make this game perfect, and that is what we're going to set up today, is a voting system at Town Hall. Every single update past this video will be voted on. So we do have a question mark building, and this will be part of the voting, and I put all of those things also in the description. As you can see, my nice little photo I made for Childish County. I don't think I mentioned the name so far in this video. Yeah, Childish County is the name that I thought of. I felt like I feel like it fits that, like, oh, this is like a life RPG, and then you join it and like there could be a monster or something that runs by. But I feel like Childish County is a good start. And I made this in Canva. And then I made the actual like photo of the game in Procreate. I also made the logo in Procreate as well. And for it not having anything, we're already almost up to 100 visits, which is amazing. Like, that's exactly what I wanted. We're hopefully trying to double that once we have started the voting. So if you were to join this server now, there is not much to it. Like I said, this is not a game. Only thing you can see right now is the start of me building out what the currency is going to be called. It's going to be called Joy Bucks. Going to show some more on that. And basically the start of the map. This is the start of City Hall. I made this desk. Everything in here is made by me. There's some objects, as you can see, these boxes here, I think were made by someone. I do have free objects here and there, but most of these items, I just looked up a picture on Google and just tried to do it as best as I could with blocks. And this is what we've been able to make so far. This is my office. If you're in here, I'm gonna have to call security or something. But I even put the map in here. The map isn't accurate. I mean, there's a store here, which that's accurate, and then there's an office building, which that's accurate, but these buildings over here has already changed, so this map is already out of date. But you know, I like it because it kind of just shows like this is the starting vision. So this is the office building. This will most likely be where the first jobs will be. This will be somewhere where you can earn money. And I even have put in a desk. This is not mine. This is an asset I just threw in here really quick. So this will be gone, but this was just to get a good frame of like, this is definitely where people will work. This is some sort of office building. We'll be able to build this out and do whatever we want to it moving forward. Let's go ahead and head back here. This was a building that was not on the original map. I wanted something over here. It's just a restaurant. I haven't made it where you can enter it yet because we don't know what this will be yet. The front door I kind of messed up a little bit. As you can see, there's a lot going on there. But anyway, you know, this is the alleyway, the childish billboard. It's the first billboard in the town. I do plan on doing a lot more billboards using my art around the community, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. But these are going to be the apartment buildings. I played on another server where when you go to the door, it teleports you to another like hallway of different apartments. That would probably be how this works. I don't think we're gonna make this where you can enter it and go up each level and all of that. Like, I think it's just gonna teleport you to what we deem as the apartment. As you can see, the night and day cycle is already coming. Shout out to my guy Goonster that put this into the server. There's a day and night cycle already. This is the bank. I made this quickly after I made the city hall. As you can see, the roof in the city hall are like basically the exact same, but this is the bank. I really like how this turned out. There's no bank mechanics right now, like you can't store your money somewhere, but that is something I would like to do in the future. If it's like it adds interest, the money you have in there or something like that. This is another cafe. This will probably be like a bar. I feel like making a bar was gonna be cool, but that will definitely be something soon. And as you can see, a lot of the color scheme is my color scheme for the branding of my page. It's like that orange, black, there's whites, there's light orange, there's gray, yellow, all colors that have kind of been used throughout my art style so far with the childish brand. So yeah, I love it. I love the way it looks. This is another building. There's no entering at the moment. Oh, the moon just came up. It's beautiful. Same as this one goes. It's just another store. Our guy Podu climbed this. I didn't think it would be possible to climb this right now, but at the top of this building is a crow. I don't know if you can see it. Well, we'll be able to see it when we're in build mode, but there's a crow on top of that building. That was made by somebody here in the community, and that's something I want to keep. A lot of the things that you will see around this community have been made by this community. And here is the wooden sword. I don't know if anyone has seen this yet. I haven't seen anybody say they've seen this yet, but this will be a wooden sword that will be used. That will definitely be the weapons. I didn't want to do like guns or anything. I feel like that guns are just violent, and that's in every game that has action. So I wanted to think of something unique to this server, and I think starting with wooden swords is gonna be lit. We're gonna have different styles of wooden swords, ones with carvings on them, ones with animals on them. I don't know. Same goes. This is another sneak peek I wanted to add was the skateboard. I don't know if this will be the skateboard. This is just an asset that I found, so this wasn't made by me or anyone that I know. I would like to make my own skateboard, so just a sneak peek that I do think this will be the first skateboard shop. We haven't made it that far yet. We have not made it that far yet, but this building does have height. I think this will probably be a rare occurrence of buildings that you can actually walk all the way up. And then this is the first iteration of Joy Bucks. This is gonna change, which I'm gonna show here soon, but Joy Bucks is this is just the first. This is just thinking out what Joy Bucks will be like. I actually looked up how to do this, like this coding to make this block float and go up and down, but if you went over and grabbed it, you see my Joy Bucks went up by 1. So that is really it so far. With March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, in that time I've worked on a ton of projects. This honestly has fell by the wayside, which is because it's a lot of work. To be honest, like there's nothing easy about this. I don't claim to be a Roblox builder or Roblox coder. I have had to get a lot of help on this to get to this point, but I'm happy about where it is now because this is like a platform, you know, and you just keep building on top of that platform until you have a finished product. And that's something I feel like a lot of people that's a part of this community can resonate with. A lot of people a part of this community can understand is something does not come overnight. I have to really think things out. I have to think things through. I have to learn how to do things to make the game I want. To move forward into this video, yes, we are going to look at some things on helping me build the dream game that I've always wanted to build for Roblox. Look at my boy's drip for it. I got the robot lizard on me. I got the double katanas on the back. I got the, you feel me? I got the little pums on me. You know what I mean? Like this fit is actually kind of crazy. Like, and I had to make them yellow for, you know, I like looking like a Lego. I don't know what it is about looking like a Lego. And we got the headphones. I don't know what we listening to. We probably listening to Malik Allen or something. I don't know. So learning how to do this, I had to learn what the heck Roblox Studio is. If you guys don't know what Roblox Studio it is, it's a separate platform or separate program to be able to edit a map. So a tip that a friend gave me was when you are developing a server, you should make a staging area. That staging area is where I can make mistakes, make changes, try to figure out what I'm trying to add to the main server and just copy and paste it over. Because something I did not know at first is you can open up two of these at the same time and just copy one to the other, which is extremely helpful. To learn how to do this, I made an obby. I don't even know what that name is. From my understanding, it's like when you have a, it's like an obstacle course or something. To basically learn what parts are and to learn how to place things. I gave up, if you guys didn't know, but you see I had the stage, so if you complete the stage, it adds it to you. I have a leaderboard. This is supposed to be the respawn point or checkpoint. I gave up on this because I was like, all right, I'm ready to start building my own. But if you walked into these, you would get bodied. So this is a cool, like, you know, thing to get started to make. So I definitely recommend the same to people. Like, learn how to make small things first before you take on the task of making a freaking server. Dang it. So heading back over to the Discord, that is what I did. This was literally the first project I had. I made a sliding door. I had to code all of this. This is all coded to make a sliding door. As you can see, there was nothing else done here. Like the walls were blank, like everything was blank, and I was like, I want to make a sliding door. So I made a sliding door. This is a landmark to Childish County because this is the first thing I learned how to make. I will never get rid of it. It will always stay in Childish County because of that feeling I got to actually do that. So moving on to that, I was like, okay, I have the sliding door. Now what? Now we have an actual door. If you guys have not watched this, Vox made a video called Why Video Game Doors Are So Hard to Get Right. This was such a good video because I lived that. Making a door this is a 3-minute video fast forwarded from about an hour. Okay, and the door next to it over here was a door I just stole from somebody. But I was like, I don't want to use stuff that other people have made. I want to make it myself. It was so hard because you learn about things like hinges and springs and attachments, but it was helpful. I'm glad I did it because now once you make like an object, you can just copy that object and use it multiple times. And I'll show that once we're in the server. Now this is my door. Like I could use this door in multiple rooms and don't have to sit there and spend time making it over and over again. So fast forwarding to the end of this, I was like, okay, I think I got it because I went back and was like, this is how the other door works. I was like, okay, it works a little weird, but I like that it's just free flowing, and mine was free flowing. It went exactly how I wanted it. So that was my door. You have Podu, you know, jumping all over this place. He's on top of one of the other buildings. Oh, these are some posters that I'm gonna put in the, actually we might do this today. We might add one of these posters around, but this is the inventory. This will be where each item will be placed in an inventory screen that I made all of this myself. From me making my first door to me actually saying, hey guys, look, the map is finally coming together. 3 months. This video was posted 5/9. This was done 3 months later, and I also added a badge. For those who don't know, a badge is like an achievement for Roblox. So I was able to add in my first badge. If you guys join the server now, you can get the early bird badge. Once that's over with, I'm gonna basically remove that event. So once you have the badge, you have it. No one else can have it. So it makes it even more rare. It will show like 0.9% of people have this badge. This is how the inventory system will look in game. I did work with a coder to make this happen. I will most likely work with a coder moving forward, but to me, I had to actually learn how to code in Roblox. I had to learn how to do small things. That way, when someone or a coder I'm working with tries to blow smoke, as they say, I can call it out and I can say this is not the quality we are looking for. He did it perfect. This is my exact vision. I customized everything to the arrows, to this inventory. All of this is text that was actually in Roblox. We might eventually add our own text, but this text actually fits our art style, so I really wasn't against it. It's, once again, less work we have to do right now. When we have more time to spend on something like the font, we will do that. But right now we're trying to get close to a finished game. So while we were implementing the inventory system, I also was starting to implement the currency system. With that, coder I was working with said you should make a logo for your currency, and I was like, dude, that is a great idea. So that is what we did. This is the first, I think this is it. I said this was the first look, but I think this is the final logo of the Joy Bucks. Like I mentioned earlier, 5 months ago, I was like, oh, we gotta have a currency. It's gonna be this little block and blah, blah. So now, fast forward to literally 2 months ago, we finally have a logo for what the currency looks like. This is the J, and then this is the smiley face to keep up with the childish branding. This is a smiley face with the J. So this is a Joy Buck. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the staging area. Once again, we're just gonna check on things to see if they are working how we would want. To then implement into the actual published game. So if this is your first time seeing this, I know this sucks. This is not easy to look at, but I had to learn it if I wanted to do a server. So all of these over here, think of these like folders, like in your like Windows. Like I'm just gonna open up my Windows documents folder. So you see like how you have all of your documents here. So I don't want people to judge me too much. We're still cleaning this up, but I'm starting to move things into their own category. So cafe, the cafe highlights, clicking bank, the bank highlights. So it makes sense. Like, okay, now I'm working in the bank. So you open this up and this is how Roblox is built. It uses parts. Every one of these things is a part. So you have to put down each of these parts. That's why I was saying it's so important to be able to build things like a door, like a window, because now I could just copy and paste this. I can do it really quick. And I could use this same roof somewhere else. This is what I was saying. This is a crow. So you can use 3D assets in Roblox. I necessarily don't know the best practices of using 3D assets. Some people say it slows down a game. Some people says it doesn't affect the game at all. I'm in that crowd where it shouldn't matter. If Roblox wants this to be a good platform, they should make it where 3D assets don't slow down a game. Of course, if it is a giant 3D asset, maybe there's some sort of warning that Roblox puts in like, hey, this is a large 3D asset. It could slow down your game. But if there's no warnings or anything, it should run very smooth, just like any other part. And this is where you can see like the inside of this building. There's nothing in here. Like it's literally just an empty, it's just an empty room. There's nothing inside of here. So we are gonna do some building. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna do some building in this video. We'll do some building in this video, and we're gonna implement our voting system. So by the time this video is uploaded, you'll be able to go into the server and vote on our next feature. So this is the voting system that me and my coder were able to make. So I'm gonna click the play button just so you guys can see it. It's a little bit more in detail. So each thing you will be able to vote on will be named on these 3 signs. Every vote will be 3, and it's live. It's gonna update every minute. So every minute, if someone was in the server voting in that previous minute, it's gonna show up in your server. It doesn't matter if you guys are in the same server, if you guys got on a different day. Every vote will be accounted for as live as we possibly can. So yes, with it updating, you also will only be able to vote every 24 hours. That way people don't cheat. But if you really care about something or really want a feature to be done, you're going to log back in and you're going to vote again. We're going to build out rewards for this. You're going to earn joy bucks for it. You're going to earn an item for voting. I don't know what it's going to be, but this will probably be the last vote that you don't earn something for voting. So just to show you guys how it works, I'm thinking this will be the first voting. As you can see, we got some items on, a quick peek at our inventory system as well. Before we get into that though, you have the option to vote on getting a new building, jobs to earn joy bucks, amount, or transportation. So I think this will be the first vote because all of these will force an evolution to the map. The new building will be that question mark area over there that we haven't put in, but I feel like every time we add a new building, we're gonna furnish another building. That way we're spending time building stuff. I already voted. That was my 1 vote up there. So it says you already voted today. You see we got the little pop-up, boom boom. As simple as it is though, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So just to take a peek at the inventory system as well, you have this little bag here, your little briefcase, and you also have a hotkey. We're gonna start out with a head armor, chest armor, and feet armor. What these do, we don't know yet, but we have the option. We're gonna add things like it'll give you a health bonus. It'll give you a speed bonus. It might give you charisma. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. But this is just the start of that. So we have the option of equipping or dropping. So just to show you what drop looks like, every item will be in these little like boxes. That way we can see them from way over here. You really don't know what it is until you get up close to it, and I like that. And you see on the top it's ×1 helmet. Click that, it goes straight to your thing. It equips it straight to your character. As you can see, we just threw some assets in there, and you see he's a little bit faster because he's wearing those boots. That's how we're gonna build out all of these items. Is every item will have a reason why it's on you. Health and all that, we haven't dove into that yet, just because, like I said, this is our first voting right now. I say this is where we start at because, once again, each of these features will be able to push this server further. So as you see, I have a 1 million joy bucks to be able to test out our shop. Cool thing that I thought that the coder implemented that we worked on is that this same coding works for anything that we assign as a shopkeeper. I will probably turn these into people at some point, like an NPC. Will just be this button. So that way, once again, it's less things to code. But if I want to shop here, all I gotta do is copy the same code over. But I can still decide on what each shop will hold. So as you can see, let's close this out just because my screen was all weird. You get your shop bar in here. You're like, oh, I like that chest plate, 100 joy bucks. You click buy, added 1 chest plate to your inventory. Same goes for all of these items. I love this. And if you don't have enough money, it just kind of just doesn't do the purchases, like not enough or something like that. Same coding, but I can just put it on a different thing and it's a completely different shop. So this is how we can get into a lot more details of, oh yeah, the skateboard shop is over there and this shop is over here. A tool that can deal damage to creatures, damage 20, it's 30 joy bucks. You click buy, adds 1 sword to your inventory. So this is the new features we are going to implement. Only thing I want to do though is I want to turn these signs into like voting boxes, but I don't know what that looks like. So we're going to go through the process that I go through when I build a new object. Let's look up a ballot That's what I'm thinking the term is, a ballot box. So something like this. So what if we just made something like this that has like a little like slit at the top of it? We don't want it too big though. And shout out to my guy Goonster, because he did add this little guy. He doesn't show when you actually publish the map. Oh God, I got him stuck. So that's how big he'll be compared to it. That's a little big. That's a little big. So let's make it like this. But I want people to be able to read what the vote is. That's the other problem. So no, maybe we do make it like a little bit smaller than him. That's something I've learned and something I've seen on a lot of reputable builders, is no one does this the same. Yes, there's some shortcuts that are like, dude, you're not using that shortcut. I love getting that advice because there's a lot of things I don't know. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good. That's not bad. That's not bad. A little skinnier. Okay, so now I would say, going back to that photo reference, we need like some sort of slit at the top. A lid. A lid would be very, very easy. Literally all I'm gonna do, let's do a new part. Drag this into the folder we're working in. What I try to do now, because I know so many people make sure everything is even, is the first one I purposely try to eye test it. Then that eye test will be consistent. It will be the same type of object throughout. So there will be similarities in each object, but it will be unique in the sense that my voting box will look a lot different than your voting box. There's no accuracy in this. So let's turn off collisions. And now let's pull this down. Let's pull this down over our box. I think that's good. I think that's good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it fit to the sides of it to make it look like it's really overlapping our box. As you can see, I just want to eye test it. All the boxes will look the same after this one, but I just want to eye test it. It's a lot more fun to me. Like, this feels like I'm painting, you know what I mean? It feels like I'm drawing when I do this. So now we need our what is it, like a hole that the votes go in, right? Real skinny. And then let's just push it down in there. Actually, I'm thinking of making it like a little bit more thicker. Okay. Nice. So now I'm just gonna move this down until you just can barely see it. Now that looks like a hole, right? Let's do like a orange. And then let's make this part like a brighter orange. Let's save and let's hop in right here. Hey, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's a solid box. That's a solid box. I like that. All right, now let's move on to the next one. I don't like where the vote button is. It's kind of hard to read that. Over a little bit. We're just gonna go C, F. Like I said, like a yellow on yellow. Here we go. I like that. I like that. Okay. All right. One more box to go. I'm thinking we did orange, yellow. So maybe we do like we only are playing really two colors right now. Oh, a black and orange. Yeah, we'll do a black and orange. We'll do a black and orange. Before we do too much, you know, customization, let's see if that just worked. I'm on the roof. Dang it. All right, our voting section is almost done. Okay, let's just move these all to the right a budge or two. I like the randomness of how they're sitting. I say like a black. Ooh, I haven't used that color yet. So, ooh, that actually looks really good. Okay. All right, now the next thing is the color of this board. I'm feeling like a bright yellow, or just yellow in general. Or do we want orange background? The orange background kind of looks cool. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then give it the yellow border. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm honestly not against just keeping the text how it is. I don't want to change that too much, to be honest. All right. The first poll voting system in Childish County is complete. I guess the only other thing I want to change, let's just call it first expansion. As Mayor Childish, I will be placing the first vote in our first polling station. This will probably change. There'll probably be multiple locations. It's just the first one. So All you have to do is walk up to this. I'm honestly going with jobs to earn joy bucks. I think a lot of different things can be implemented with that being jobs, new items, and I would think, how are we spending this? How are we using joy bucks? So it'd probably be the first example of how we can spend money in the game and how it can help your game experience. This update, you will be able to log in instantly and go in here and vote. Adding to that, you will be able to see the new joy bucks feature, where I'll just give you an example. You drop 10 joy bucks, it's a times 10 joy buck box that drops. You collect it, it goes back into your inventory. So hey man, this is the first expansion and the first episode of me building out my dream Roblox game. The link to the game will be in the description, as well as the Discord, where you'll be able to see real-time updates and see what everybody else is doing. I think what makes this project so amazing is we are going to have multiple people helping out with it, as well as the community, to be able to hop in here and vote and be able to be a part of the grind. So please go vote, follow this journey, subscribe while you at it. It's Malik Childish. I'm gone.